For the cheapest and fastest Madden coins on the market, check out my sponsor dvdj.com and use code SWIFT at checkout for 10% off.
So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video. And in today's video, I'm talking about the cheapest methods to get training points in Madden 20 Ultimate Team. This is going to be a comprehensive guide of almost all of the overall groups. I'm talking about the best training values you can find within each of them. And this method is actually going to be very helpful. If you didn't see my coin making method about 2 days ago, you have to use getting cheap training to be able to make coins with it. So if you haven't checked out that method, I would recommend everyone go check it out. I will leave it in the description. Everyone go check it out. It's going to be very helpful once you watch this video. Now, if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel and you didn't see that method a couple days ago, all I can say is you're missing out big time. Hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy this type of content, I would really appreciate it. We're on the road to 20K subscribers, an absolutely huge number, but hey, every single new subscriber is very much appreciated. As well, drop a like on the video. You guys killed the like button the last time I made one of these training videos. I was skeptical about making it, but hey, you guys killed the like button, so do that again, and I'll post one again next weekend. Let's get into this video right here. Also, shout out to everyone in Notification Gang. You guys are on these videos so quickly. So let's start off with the lower overall groupings. I'm going to start off with 85 overalls, and the reason why I'm doing that is just because 80 to 81s and 82 to 83s just don't really give you a good coin to training point value. Now, if you really didn't have many coins and you just want to spend like 5,000 coins just to get some training, maybe you can try and grab an 81. You'll get like not a great training point value, but if you don't have a bunch of coins and that's the best you can do, that is fair. But let's start off with 85s, and let's kind of talk about a bit of the premise of what we're looking for when we're trying to snipe cards for cheap training. Essentially, what I'm looking for when I'm doing this is I want to minimize my coin to training point value, which means I want to spend the least amount of coins in order to get a single training point. So essentially what I'm looking for is a coin to training point value of around 20, and I'll be showing you guys cards that can give you a coin to training point value of 20 or under throughout this entire video. So let's get started off with some 85s. And right now, 85 overall harvest players are where it's at, you guys. 85 overall harvest players, if you buy them at a price of 22,000 coins or below, you're going to get a coin to training point value of 21. So that's a really good coin to training point value. And the way that I snipe these cards is I'll go 84 to 85, harvest, and then I'm going to filter it down by the two teams where they have harvest players on. So that's going to be the Cardinals and the 49ers. So let's take a look at the Cardinals, see if we can get one for cheap, as this Christian Kirk right here for 20K is going to give you a really good coin to training point value. Let's see about the 49ers if they have any really cheap ones up. This Kwan Williams for 18.85 is an incredible coin to training point value, you guys. Honestly, at the beginning I said try and get them for 21K or under, but if you can get them for 20K or under, then you're getting a coin to training point ratio of basically exactly 20. So again, you would just filter it down by 84 to 85. 49ers or Cardinals, you can check both of them. I would recommend filtering back and forth until maybe you find a really good snipe, because you could find one of these cards getting posted up for like 17,000 coins, and then you get a crazy good coin to training point value. You also have to filter it down by the harvest promo. That's important to note, because if I don't filter it down by the harvest promo, I'm gonna see other cards in here, and we don't really want to see that. We only want the harvest cards, because if you look around in the rest of the market, 85 overall harvest players are like the cheapest 85s that you can find right now up on the auction house. Again, just flip back and forth between each team, but yeah. Let's move into the next method right now, and the next method is going to be with 87 overall cards, and we want to buy them at a price of 35,000 coins and under. So again, like I was saying, maybe you want a bit more training than what I had been showing you guys with those 85s. Buying these 87s will allow you to get more training, so you can power up your card all the way at a faster time, because you're not going to have to buy and wait around to get a bunch of cards. So 87 overall players at a price of 35K or under. Essentially what I do for this is a method that I've showed you guys in the past. I'll explain it to you guys once again. So what I'm doing is I'm going 86 to 87, so we're in that filter, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down until I start seeing some 87 overall players. Of course, these aren't going to be the cheapest ones that you're going to find up, but this is just what we need to do in order to find good ones in the future. So Darnell Dockett is a defensive tackle I'm going to keep that in mind. And the reason why I'm keeping that in mind is because this Darnell Dockett has only 14 minutes left on him, which means that there's likely players that are cheaper than him that are still on the auction house. That means if we filter it down by defensive tackle, we have a chance to find a pretty good snipe. Again, another one right here, right outside linebacker and running back. So we'll keep those three in mind, and we'll filter it down by DT, right outside linebacker, and running back. And we're just looking for cards for a price of around 35k and under. As let's see if we can find any 87s up right here. I don't see any yet. And it looks like, oh, this Chris Carson right here for 34.2. That would give you a good coin to training point value. That would be around, what would that be? That'd be around 19 coin to training point value. So that's really good right there. Gale Sayers for 35. That's again a good training point value, and you can do the exact same thing. If you want to be a bit more patient, you could just come in and check defensive tackle as well, because we noted, okay, defensive tackle, one that we should take a look at. Let's see if we're going to see anyone up for cheap. Darnell Dockett up for 34, just like I suspected, because people see this card up for 37, or where was it? People see the card that we saw up for like 40,000 coins that had like no time left on it. That means that likely there's going to be more cards up for cheap. And again, right outside linebacker, another one that we noted and that we wanted to check. And let's see if we can find anyone up for cheap. Michael Pierce, or who even is that? Pernell McPhee. I thought that was Michael Pierce for some reason. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any cheap right outside linebackers. Now, also, I just want to mention that when you're doing this method, you can't just like rely on me to be like, oh, I'm just going to check defensive tackle, running back, and right outside linebacker. No, you have to come in here, filter by 86 to 87, and you'll probably find different positions that you want to filter it down by, just based on what you see popping up first on this filter. And that's just going to allow you to get a bit of a broad range of where you want to filter your cards down by. That way you can find good snipes. So like, let's say you came onto the filter and this is what you saw, you would go down by left end and running back and then just try and find cheap snipes. Now you can do the exact same thing when you're buying 89 overall players, and I'll show you guys that method right now, as well as the price that I pay for these 89 overall cards. So for an 89 overall card, I'm trying to pay 68 or 69,000 coins. Nice. 68,000 coins. I just had to throw that in there. 68,000 coins for your 89 overall players. And we're going to do the exact same thing as we did last time. We're just on this broad 88 to 89 filter. And what I used to teach you guys was I would tell you guys to go down by legends, except I feel like there's a bunch of other different types of cards who are going to be up for cheap. Like last time we saw Chris Carson, a Team of the Week player, up for cheap. I think we saw a Veterans card up for cheap as well. So that's why I wouldn't really recommend you guys do that anymore. But here's what I'm doing. I'm just looking for some 89 overall players. That way we can figure out what to filter it down by. I don't see any yet, which does make sense. We haven't even gotten that high up in the overall groups. Let's see if we can see one. Okay, here's Daniil Hunter, Ed Reed, and Sheldon Shimmy Rankins, my guy. So yeah, we'll filter it down by those three position groups: strong safety, left end, and defensive tackle. And let's see if we can get lucky with any of these players. We'll start off with a left end here. Let's see if there's any 89 overall players up for cheap. As it doesn't look like I can see. Oh, right here, we're going to get a Michael Strahan for exactly 69,000 coins. That's a solid deal. You would get a good coin to training point value on that one. And again, I'm not buying any of these cards right now in the video because I already have almost 3,000 training, so I don't really need any of these. I don't need much training right now. If I did, I would probably be buying a few more of these cards, but let's filter it down by defensive tackle like we had noted before. And strong safety, actually, I know is usually a really good one when you're filtering down for 89, so strong safety is probably one you could check every time without doing the method. But let's take a look at strong safety after I hype it up a little bit. Watch it just be terrible, but usually it's really good. Let's see if there's any 89 overall players up for cheap, as this Ed Reed is actually a little pricey. He's 74k, so we found a good one in the left end filter. I'll come back and show you guys that one. That was going to be, who was it, up for 69,000 coins? It was Michael Strahan up for 67. Oh, 67k, so he's up for cheaper now. So again, this is a really good coin to training point value on this card. Definitely a filter I would recommend you guys look into. So let's just recap really quickly. The first filter is going to be 85 overall harvest players at a price of 20,000 coins. I'm going to say 20k and under. It's going to give you a really good coin to training point value. Then we looked up 87 overall cards and we went with the broad filter, just like I've taught you guys here. Filter it down by whatever positions you noted as good ones, or like hot ones, I guess you could say. And then we were buying those cards at a price of 35,000 coins and under. And then we came, did the exact same thing, took a look at 89 overall players, and we want to buy them at a price of 69,000 coins or under, in order to get a good coin to training point value. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you have made it all the way to the end, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Drop a like down below, it would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, let me know if your team is winning or has won their game today. I know my Saints are playing pretty soon. We're playing in about 2 hours. I don't have my jersey on yet, but you guys will probably be seeing this after the game, so hopefully we win, beat the Panthers. As long as we shut down McCaffrey, we'll be all good. But yeah, until next time, boys, I'm out. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Peace.
It means no worry.